What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Kruse, guys. Woo. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's crazy. It's already Thursday of the week, guys. A lot to talk about today, of course. Welcome to the morning show. We've been live on TikTok. I'm trying to branch it off to the YouTubes. Maybe I'll go to Instagram, too. So putting it out there more than just on TikTok now. That's the plan. Also trying to still build that TikTok channel. What's up, Wheelchair Gamer? How you doing? You having a good day? Football season is back and you're happy. Oh, that's awesome. I know I have another friend that's really excited about it too. He's got the NFL package. He's been going nuts. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Good stuff coming, guys. Happy to have you guys back. I'm going to be joined with Mr. Jonathan McFadden today. Of course, if you guys have not been here for the one-on-ones before, more of a, just me and one person hanging out, talking about the news, talking about entertainment talk, talking about, everything in between, things that come up. The Pep Star is here, of course. What is up, Pep Star?
Show me some love.
Pep Star always wants some love. I always give you love, Peppy. You know why? Because you're my best friend, man. You're better than cats and better than anything else. Cats are cool. Cats are cool.
A cat?
Yeah, you're better than that, man. I love cats, though, too. How you guys doing today? Welcome back to Kickin' It with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk live on TikTok. So we've been doing this for a couple months now, I feel like. And it's been growing. It's been moving a little bit at a time. Wheelchair Gamer, hope you've had a good time checking this out when you've been here as well. And everybody else has been checking out for the very first time, maybe. Thank you for being here as always. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to talk a little bit, I'm waiting for Jonathan to pop in because he'll be coming in pretty soon here. Hope you'll have a great week. Yeah, been a great week so far, Wheelchair Gamer. It's been good. It's funny with the shorter week, too. We had Monday off for Labor Day. I took off here from the show, too, just to give myself a little break as well, which is good to do once in a while. We have to take a break, take a breather, step back a little bit, and then, get back into the week. But it's been a good week. It's been pretty productive. Had an interview this week with another person running for SAG-AFTRA, and then Jessica Brown. And then also we had a few shows. And what's up, Raven? And just been doing some stuff, just being very, just easing into everything. So I still have a week from Friday, so a week from tomorrow is when the election ends here for the SAG-AFTRA election. So I'll find out then. I know I've been talking about it for I feel like it's been forever, guys. I know I've been talking about it forever. So it's a long election, like it's a month long. But we're finally going to have that coming to an end. And however the cards land, the cards land. That's it. That's how I'm going to be. So I'm excited. I'm nervous, as always. I think a lot of people would be as well. It's like, what's going to happen? You put yourself out there a lot. At the end of the day, I've talked to people about this. It's like, well, at least you just try to put yourself out regardless. And I have gotten some love from a lot of people, which has been a lot of fun. So I appreciate everybody that has been helping me and supporting me and also pushing me towards the trajectory. So we'll see what happens, guys. But welcome to Kickin' It with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk, only live on TikTok here. Please like, follow, share. Help us join and grow this entertainment nation. But very quickly, guys, just off the top. Wheelchair Gamer. I know it's only for the SAG-AFTRA members. So if you are a SAG-AFTRA member, you can vote. But if you're not, especially you have to be here in Los Angeles too. That's the whole thing. Los Angeles local, which is a hard thing to actually find as well because there's 54,000 of us. So I keep putting it out there, and you might not be all union people here that are actually watching Kickin' with Kruse, but that's fine. That's fine. If you can vote, vote. If you can't vote, totally just want to be here hanging out with you, kick it, and talk about entertainment talk about the news, talk about the business, and I'm going to start off talking about Tomb Raider. What's up? What's up? Waljay, how you doing? Welcome back to Kickin' with Kruse, one-stop shop for entertainment talk. Happy to have you back. I hope you had a great day, guys. Also, I'm going to talk about the Tomb Raider in the closet right. Tomb Raider, guys, I'm going to tell you. Now, I've been talking about this for a while. We actually had a whole conversation about this just the other day about Tomb Raider. And people were like, well, is this actually happening? And yes, thank you, Raven. Thank you, Raven. Tomb Raider is happening. So, I don't know if you guys are excited about this, but Amazon is making this Tomb Raider project go down. Now, if you look at it, too, Tomb Raider has been, rebooted before. We had the Angelina Jolie ones. We got 2 of those, right? And then, there was rumors for a 3rd one. Never happened. Okay, never happened. That's okay. They did another reboot. There was an animated series. There was also another reboot that was over there at Amazon, but now Amazon's rebooting it again. Amazon got all the rights now, rebooting it again. Officially, we know that Sophie Turner has been signed on to play Lara Croft, guys. Lara Croft. So, I know, Lacey, I was talking about this before on Cruise Control here the other day, we were kicking and talking to her, and she was, really excited about, Tomb Raider, but it was all about Angelina Jolie. And I said, well, it's coming again, so here you go. I'm dropping this knowledge, dropping this for you. So, Sophie Turner from... Now, if you look at back in the past, of course, Lord of the Rings, that was a big, not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was a big one for her. When she did Game of Thrones, Like, she was one of the Starks. She did that for the whole run of that, and then now she moved on to the X-Men, and she did the X-Men, and then she played Dark Phoenix over there for a long time, and then now she's kind of been floating around doing a lot of different other things, but she's been busy, married to a Jonas Brother too. What's up, Anna? Welcome back, Anna. But I do think that she's a talent. I didn't really like her. Let's be honest, I didn't really like her in Dark Phoenix, but those movies, those X-Men reboot movies, the ones with just like the original OG, it was young cast. I like the first one. The first one I thought was a lot of fun. But when it came down to like the second one, it started going downhill. The Days of Future Past was great. That's one of the best X-Men movie, if you ever ask me. Days of Future Past, love that so much. But when you think at like what she did with the Dark Phoenix stuff, that was not her fault. Writing wasn't the greatest. The director was all about it. The second one, you had Apocalypse, you had Oscar Isaac, and I love that guy, but I just feel like, I don't know. He wasn't the best. I do love him a lot. I love him a lot. What's up, Antonio? Welcome to Kicking It with Kruse. Welcome, bud. I wasn't massively thrilled by that at all. I do, honestly, overall, I do think that the X-Men movies are great, but like the reboot ones, the Dark Phoenix and all that wasn't for me, guys. Welcome to Kicking with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk, live on TikTok, guys. But if you look at this now, Sophie Turner, I think she is a good talent. What's up, Mano? How you doing? Welcome. If you do look at Sophie Turner, she's been trolling people for a while, being like, showing pictures of her, like flexing and working out and being like, I don't know what I'm working on, and it has been Laura Croft the whole time. No way they should have beat Apocalypse like that. Are you right? X Factor, Apocalypse, that whole thing was, but he's also, Oscar Isaac was really creepy in that. Like, he was in Apocalypse. Apocalypse is normally threatening, but he was more like creepy old uncle that shouldn't be massaging your shoulders creepy. That's what I'm saying. That was too much for me. Days of Future Past and Apocalypse were the best. Days of Future Past was my favorite one still. My favorite one there, Troy. If you ever ask me, that's my favorite. When does the new Tomb Raider come out? Now, they're officially going to start shooting, so you got some time. There's no release date on it, but they are about to officially start shooting on the new Tomb Raider. It's a series, by the way. It's a series. January 19th is when they start production. So you got a little bit of time until this is actually come out. Series, Amazon, officially greenlit in May of 2024. We still have some time until we actually get it out there. I thought this was Jax Taylor. Welcome, Jazz. Welcome. I'm Brian Kruse. Welcome to Kickin' with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk here on TikTok. Having a great day today. Oh, what platform? Amazon? Amazon, Max. Yeah, it's going to be over there in Amazon. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge is actually producing it and writing it, of course. She did she was over in Indiana Jones. You see Indiana Jones? She also did Fleabag. She produced Fleabag, and she was also starring in Fleabag. But she was in the last Indiana Jones as the new female, supposed to be the new female Indiana Jones. Didn't work out that well for her. Because again, that movie that movie bombed. But when it comes to Tomb Raider, I honestly think that it could be good. It's Amazon. But do we want more of this? B. Williams, thank you so much for the love. Appreciate you. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it so much. And I gotta say though, when I look at her, she's a great talent. The X-Men stuff, hit and miss for me, but Tomb Raider, I don't know if a lot of people want that. What's up, Raven? Thank you, Raven. Appreciate you. Yes. Thank you. But if you guys, are you guys excited about that at all? Do you want to see a new Tomb Raider out there? Are you excited to see Sophie Turner play the Tomb Raider? And do you think they can do a great job over there on Amazon? Because Amazon's been pushing a lot of stuff out there. Now, again, this is going to be a series, so we usually do the movies. We had an animated series on Netflix, but an actual series on Amazon, it might work out, it might not work out. I'm not a big fan of the Tomb Raiders, like what they've been doing recently, but hopefully they can find a way to come around and bring that audience back, because Angelina Jolie was still my Tomb Raider, right? Sophie Turner as Tomb Raider, yes, Nigel. Sophie Turner is officially cast as Tomb Raider, as again, Laura Croft. And if you're excited about that, we're going to get like 10 episodes over on Amazon. They're going to start shooting in January, and it'll probably be, I'm guessing 2027 release, just because they haven't officially said it. They officially put this box out there, put this out to the actual the press, and put it out to the actual audience, and be like, yeah, we are doing this, officially signing on, we're going for it. So I don't know how this is gonna do. I really don't know how this is gonna do. I hope it's gonna be great, but guys, I don't know. Let's keep going though. If you're excited about Tomb Raider, let me know. Put it out there to me. I'm Brian Kruse. Welcome to Kickin' with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. We got more to talk about. Let's talk about some more breaking news. Come on. All right, everybody. let's keep going. Let's keep going. So if you guys are excited about the paper just launched over there on Peacock, coming out now. They're dropping all the episodes at once. Now this is the Office spinoff, okay? Now the Office spinoff was supposed to be a big deal. They were supposed to release it like weekly, like normal shows do over there on Peacock. But then they said it was so good, they decided to drop it all at once. Thank you for the share, Drips. Thank you for the share too. They decided to drop it all at once. When they decided to drop it all at once, I was kind of nervous about that because I was like, okay, we're dropping it all at once. Usually when that happens these days is if they plan for it or if it's going to bomb. If they think it's not good, that's when they do it. There's a new Superman coming yet. No, we haven't talked about it yet, Tala. There's a new Superman coming. Superman, it's going to be coming out. Now, James Gunn talked about that. I can get into that too. If you want me just to give you the date on that, I'll tell you right now. I was going to wait a little while to get over there. But there is a new Superman coming out, and the new Superman is going to be dropping in 2027. Now, they're going to be starting to shoot that pretty quick, guys. Now, we know that Corn Sweat was actually signed on for more already when they eventually signed him on, but the massive success of Superman changed a lot of things. July 9th, 2027, the new Superman's coming, and that's going to be called, guys, ready for this? It's going to be Man of Tomorrow. Superman, Man of Tomorrow. And let me talk about that, too. If you guys want to just dive into some Superman talk, I'm always down for that, too. But James Gunn made $600 million, you know. It keeps ticking up a little bit at a time, especially after it came out digitally. Keeps ticking up and ticking up and ticking up. And I know that people really enjoyed this. Again, I like Superman. I love Superman. He is my favorite comic book character of all time. I always wanted to play Superman. You know, I'm an actor. I always want to play Superman. But James Gunn was teasing about how he was writing a new super family movie. He's been writing that ever since they actually released Superman. And the super family movie, people have been rumored about maybe it'll be about him and Supergirl, maybe Superboy, Crypto's in there. You throw the whole family in there. Maybe it's a Super Friends movie. Not a lot of details about that. So he teased that before, but now he officially did say that, no, we are doing a sequel to Superman. It's going to be Man of Tomorrow, coming out in 2027. So Superman, Corn Sweat, coming back. And this was like writing on the wall. What's up, Ashley? Good to see you. Welcome to Kickin' It with Kruse. Welcome. Hope you have a great day today. This was writing on the wall, though, guys. It honestly was. The fact that, like, it was doing so great already and that people have been loving it. It's a reboot, you know. Zaslav over there at WB gave James Gunn the keys to the castle. So, you know, he said that the first one, he was excited about it. Zaslav, the head of WB, he was excited about it. James Gunn said they have to make $1 billion, but just had to make money back and actually make a little bit of money to launch the DCU into the future, which, again, I am excited to see where it goes. Now, it is a little cheesy for me sometimes, guys. I'm not going to lie. A little cheese, but, you know, sometimes cheese goes a long way. A little cheesy, but I do say this, though. Corn Sweat I liked a lot. I think Corn Sweat was a good Superman. If you saw his audition video, that was actually really cool to see. He sat down. It's like him, that interview section with him and Lois. He put that out there to James Gunn that got him for the in-person interview. It's great. Also, I think that, of course, Rachel Brosnahan, his opposite, I think she did a great job as well. I really think that she was a fantastic Lois Lane. I want to see where they go with that, though. They're dynamic because, again, they brought in all these characters. A lot of us were nervous about all those characters coming in. A lot of us were. And when it happened, I was like, okay, it might be too much. Green Lantern's a little bit for me. I like Guy Gardner. I like his like kind of cockiness and his kind of out there. But I do think that Nathan Fillion's portrayal of him is a bit like out of place at times. Now it works in Peacemaker, but over here, I'm not sure. Are you guys excited about Man of Tomorrow? Let me know out there in the chat if you're excited about new Superman and what you think about Superman. If you think that this is going to actually be the right trajectory for the DCU. But personally, I was like, I'm not sure. Let's tap the chat. Let's get this to 2,000 likes. Come on, guys. Let's make that happen. You can help me out, guys. Help me get some likes out there. Let's get that going. I appreciate you guys helping me out there. And welcome to Kickin' with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. We're talking Superman, guys. We're talking Superman. But Corn Sweat is coming back. James Gunn is coming back, of course, to direct it and write Man of Tomorrow. So if you're worried about that formula not being there, it will be coming back around. James Gunn's going to be there. Corn Sweat. Everybody's coming back. They actually signed on Corn Sweat, and also Rachel Brosnahan, and also Nicholas Hoult for multiple movies. That's usually how this goes out there too. You know, you get the people in there, and they stick with it because, again, they want to keep the same dynamic. They want that to thrive, and they want that to actually be the face of the DCU. And I will say, this is a good call getting Corn Sweat, because I think that he does have the Superman look. And you can tell he's younger. He's probably more ambitious about this. He's probably more excited. He'll keep going, and he'll keep, again, fighting for this character. Now, I would say that, where are they going to go with this now? Where are they going to go, guys? My mind will go to Brainiac. I really hope it's Brainiac, because there have been some rumors about that maybe Brainiac will be coming in for Superman. Now, there were rumors about that a long time ago. Kevin Smith was supposed to do a movie with Brainiac as the main, main villain, but that never actually happened. And of course, that was supposed to have like Nick Cage in it, guys, at one point. That movie got thrown out. I was super excited to see where that was going to go. I mean, Kevin Smith's fantastic. Again, doing anything, directing, writing, I'm down for it. I love Mallrats. I also love, again, what he did over there with Clerks, of course, Clerks, everything he does, I'm all about it. And the Jay and Silent Bob movies are all fun. And so him doing this would have been a lot of blast. But, movies don't happen in Hollywood all the time. They get pushed, they get moved, that's what happens. But we do have more Superman. And James Gunn has a battle, guys. He has a battle out there. Are you excited about the new DCU? Let me know out there. We got that 2,000 likes. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Woo. We're making it happen. We're making it happen. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here on Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. I appreciate you guys being here day in, day out. When you're here, I thank you so much. It's always fun being live on TikTok, guys. We've been doing it for a couple months here, but I'm still learning. I'm still learning and growing, and we're still figuring things out. But I hope you guys are having a great time. What do you guys think about Superman out there? Let me know. B. Williams, thank you for the follow. Are you excited about Superman out there too? Do you want to see more Man of Steel? Do you want Corn Sweat back? Or are you also being like, I'm not sure about this, and I wasn't a big fan? Because there were some mixed reactions. I saw some people being like, well, he's too cheesy. That's not my Superman. Even the Pep star was like, not excited about it. Peppy's here, guys, as always. Peppy, say hi.
Holla!
Peppy's happy to see you guys. But I'm going to say, even the world that we live in, honestly, man, what's up, Atlanta? Welcome back. Welcome back, Atlanta. Happy to have you back here. I thought that there's moments in Superman where it was like Lois Lane, and it was also against Superman. There's one that I know in my mind that I think about all the time. Atlanta, welcome back. It's where they're having this heart-to-heart, and behind them there's this big battle, right? There's this big, massive battle happening. And in that moment, I just wanted that reality, the moment of stillness, the seriousness. I want them to sit down and take a beat and talk to each other. And there still had to be a joke. James Gunn had the joke in the background. Yeah, thank you so much for liking everybody. Yeah. Movie was doo-doo. Speak Kareem saying too, people are like, it's doo-doo. There were people that were saying that too. But I wanted those moments where it was like, let's just take a moment, let's let the scene breathe for a second, and let these two characters actually be real for a moment in all the goofiness. Because I think those moments are always a great time in any kind of theatrical release. But we didn't really get those. Even during fight scenes, there was jokes going on, and that kind of pulled me out at times. But I still think that it is a good launch. We'll see where these characters go. I do think they were cast correctly, and even I still think Nicholas Holt's one of the best Lex Luthors. Now it's hard. It is hard to go back in time and replace, of course, some of these legends like Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman still in my mind is one of the best. I love Gene Hackman. R.I.P. Gene Hackman. I can't believe you guys saw what happened to Gene Hackman, right? When he went away, that was so sad too. But I do love Superman, guys, and I want to see more. If you guys want to talk more Superman, I'm down for it. But I want to go back to the paper fast too, because this is one that surprised me, guys, because the paper, of course, over on Peacock, the actual sequel, spin-off series, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. This was actually doing very, this is Pyre. Thank you so much. This was supposed to be the big, of course, continuation of The Office, right? People are excited about it. Gunn is incapable of making a solo film. You know what? I will tell you, my co-host of my other show will tell you the same thing. He'll be like, always saying blanks, Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the love out there. But the paper, guys, for fire. I like that. Fire. I got you now. Thank you for the help. I try my best sometimes. I'll mess these up when I'm saying people's names, so I appreciate you too, Fire. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here on Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop, entertainment talk. I'm supposed to have Jonathan here. I'm supposed to have a guest come in, but I think he's running late from meetings, so it's just me running solo for a little bit, which is fine. What's up, Justin? Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Happy to have new people in the chat. B. Williams, thank you for that, Fire. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys. I love the love, guys. But I'm not excited about the paper. You guys excited about the paper? The paper's over there on Peacock. They're dropping all the episodes. And I started saying this earlier. It's when they start doing this, this is supposed to be release it weekly. But then they said, oh, it's so good, and there's so many great content coming out, we're just going to drop it all at once. That made me scared. I'm like, this is probably going to be a bad series. It's a big step to actually continue this whole, of course, the Office world. But now they officially gave it an early season 2 pickup. Early season 2 pickup, guys. They picked it up yesterday, last night, and we're going to get a season 2. So when you see all of it, if you'll love it, you are getting more on Peacock. I'm not excited about it at all. It feels like YouTube knockoff of a cash grab. That's what I kind of thought too. And when I heard that they were going to drop it all at once, Justin, I'm like, oh, they definitely thought, oh, this is cheap to film. It's easy to film. That whole handy cameras moving around. Of course, when we actually put it out there, it's going to be super convenient, super simple to shoot. Not a lot of money. Let's just drop it and see how it does. And then they're like, well, we're going to do more because it's cheap, guys. But I'm not excited about it. If you guys are, let me know in the chat. I have no reason to see this. And, I'm more intrigued, though, now because it got picked up early, so maybe I'll check it out. What's up, girl from Host? Welcome to the show. Also, guys, if you love Bel-Air, you're getting more Bel-Air. B. Williams, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love. You're getting more Bel-Air. The 4th and final season of Bel-Air will come out to Peacock. Now we officially know it's launching November 24th. So on November 24th, you've been watching Bel-Air, of course, the spin-off, I should say reboot, continuation of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the start over again. We're getting another season, but it's the very last one. Deadline broke the news back in 2024, December of 2024, saying it's coming, right? They broke that news, but now we officially have a release date. So they've been filming for a long time. I knew this was going to happen. 8 episodes. That's it. The season will be done, and they will move on from there. And I appreciate the follow, Justin. Thank you for all the love out there in the chat, guys. B. Williams, thank you for all the love, guys. Thank you for being here. You're Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. But it's big for Bel-Air fans. I also think that, Will Smith is probably making some good money off this. Also, Martin, of course, his friend Martin Lawrence is doing a reboot of Martin now. They're trying to make a serious drama about Martin now, also because of Bel-Air doing so well. What's up? Thank you, B. Williams. Because Bel-Air did so well, he's like, well, let's do a Martin reboot too and do the same thing you did here and make it serious, and maybe it'll be nominated for Emmys as well, which again, it's what happens. Yep, it's happening, Raven. And because they were talking on Bad Boys. They were shooting Bad Boys, and Will was talking to him about it. This came out in the trades like a month ago, and he's like, let's make it happen. He's like, my show's doing great. You should probably do the same thing. And he was asking him questions about it. They had a little interview when they were actually doing press for Bad Boys where they were talking about this. And so Martin needs me. This is fire. Martin, come on, get in there. Help out Martin. I'm interested to see if that does well because, sometimes these things work. It's like a powder keg, though. It blows up once, but then that's it. So they try to do something else like that, and it doesn't work. But, maybe Will have some thought for it. Maybe they'll get the right showrunner for it. Because, again, the guy who was doing Bel-Air was a big fan, but he brought this idea to Will Smith and pitched it. And it was a guy that came out of nowhere. To make this, and it blew up. So you might need somebody that's like a no-name that has a great idea that can make it work. That's what I say sometimes. Let me go call Martin real quick. Go call Martin. This is fire. Go call Martin. I need on. Like the reboot. Yeah. Like the reboot. If you like the reboot, honestly, maybe you'll like the reboot of Martin as well, the new Martin reboot. Tasha Smith would be a good showrunner. You know what? This is fire. We should call her up. Let's make it happen. Right? I don't know who they have. They don't have anybody attached yet. It's very early for that new Martin. But maybe some of the team, this happens too. Maybe some of the team from Bel-Air will go over there as well to Martin because, again, Will and, of course, Martin Lawrence have the connection. Maybe Will bring... But, Will Smith a lot of times he's a producer on that. But how close is he to the day-to-day stuff? Probably not that close, but he might have some say to be like, you know what, bring my people. Martin reboot, yep, Martin reboot, B. Williams, but it's supposed to be like a drama, but it's supposed to also be very much like in the line of Bel-Air, because Bel-Air is doing so well right now, and Bel-Air's coming for the last season over there, and once that launches, we're done. I know people love Bel-Air, though. It's done great. It's done really great. November 24th, last season, though. Get ready for that. You're always going to find a lot of news here on Kickin with Kruse, guys. Like, follow, share. Help us get some more likes. We hit the 6K. Let's make it happen, guys. Thanks for being here. Also, speaking of Will Smith, guys, Will Smith is also signing again, first look deal, Paramount Pictures. Now, Paramount, guys, has been doing their whole merger. You're probably seeing in the trades. You're probably seeing in the press. Paramount has been doing great, right? Now, Paramount is doing great because it's sold. Now, it's also getting a lot of hate, heat, and everything in between. And why is that? Can come down to South Park. It also comes down to, I would say, the merger and everything that's happened with 45, 47, and there's allegations and all of that, right? There's all of that has gone down. It'll be closer to Bel-Air. Would have been better, LOL. Yeah, it would. This is fire. I get that. This is fire. Totally get that. Totally get that. Let's talk about Will Smith, though, a little bit more, though, too, because Will Smith signed a first look deal. Now, Paramount Pictures is going to take on Will Smith and give him a bunch of different projects that are going to lead him, and he's going to be the main person there, too. Now, Skydance, that whole deal closed with Skydance, we know, and as that closed, the new heads of Paramount are looking for new content. Now, they're moving forward with Top Gun Maverick 3, or I should call it Top Gun 3, I guess. They're moving forward with that. They're really pushing for that. They're trying to get the lawsuit done that's attached to that as well, because there has been an ongoing lawsuit. They want that gone too. Justin, Brian, what's your honest opinion of reboots? I missed a new. I honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm so sick of reboots. I'm gonna give reboots a little bit of a womp womp because I'm so sick of reboots. They just keep going and going and going, and every day I tell about reboots. So I was talking about they're doing a Knight Rider reboot now. We also have I feel like there's so many that happen day in and day out that I can't even keep up with them. I do my best. It's like what do we got now? I feel like they have a big hat at the studios of all the different shows they've created, and then like once a week they reach in and pull out a name and go, reboot this, yes, it's a great idea, reboot this. And I'm like, like the level of production, yeah. Love the womp womp. Thank you, Justin. We got a lot of stuff happening here on Kickin with Kruse. Thank you for being here. If Will was closer to Bel-Air, I mean, Will should be doing more stuff. Will should be doing more stuff with Bel-Air and helping out. But yeah, right, he's probably not even attached to that at all. But yeah, we have a lot of production stuff. I have fun here on Kickin with Kruse. Thank you guys for being here. Your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. It's always fun. But Will Smith has 2 projects right now lined up with Paramount. And of course, Will Smith was gone for a while after the slappening, guys. The slappening hurt around the world. Everyone was like, maybe Will Smith will never come back. But he did, of course, over there at Apple. He had a product. He had Bad Boys 2, and now he's got this first look deal. So I think Will Smith will be coming back more and more and more. Now he's got 2 projects lined up after this merger right now. One is based on a book. It's called Devils in Exile by Chuck Hogan, and also another one's called Sugar Bandits he's doing too, following a former Special Forces soldier who runs an elite vigilante squad working to wipe out the drug trade in Boston. So Will Smith's getting in there too. He's got those 2 big projects coming up. There will be more announced as well. These first look deals always lead to more projects. Look like Tom Cruise, he's working at WB, and he's got deals with them. You got also Chalamet signed a first look deal for WB as well. That's why you'll see Chalamet doing a lot more WB projects as well. But Chalamet is everywhere. I feel like Chalamet is like Timothy. He's everywhere. He's doing all the jobs. It's like him and Chris Pratt. It's like, who are we gonna cast? Chris Pratt or Timothy Chalamet? Let's flip a coin. And then whoever that is, you're booked. And as I always say, if you say their name 3 times, they're probably going to be booked too. It happens all the time. But Will Smith, you'll be seeing a lot more of Will Smith day in and day out with Paramount Studios. Get ready for that, guys. Thanks for being here on Kickin with Kruse, guys. Yeah, we got 6K likes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you out there too. What is Chalamet doing for WB? Well, right now he's working on, of course, he's got the big Dune movie. Dune 3 is shooting this summer. They're about to start shooting now. So he's doing that too. But as of that, he's got nothing else on it because Dune's going to take a long time. But that just means that every project that he's going to be attached to, it has to start with WB. So he has to go through them first for the first look deal, and they'll throw projects at him, and then he'll either decide to go to it or not. And then after that, WB can go on to other projects. So he has that first look deal with WB. Tom Cruise has it as well, and that's why we're going to see more. You know, Tom Cruise, I was talking about this just yesterday, is that Tom Cruise actually is doing a space movie with WB. They've been working that out for a long time. You guys heard about that too? The space movie with Tom Cruise? This is crazy, guys. So Tom Cruise wants to be the very first actor to actually go up into space and film a movie. Up into space, guys. Up into space. Flying around all day long, Tommy Cruise, guys. So he's got director Doug Liman, who did, if you guys see the movie over on Amazon that came out with Jake Gyllenhaal, Roadhouse, reboot of the, of course, Patrick Swayze movie from back in the day. So Doug Liman, he also did, if you go back in time, Doug Liman actually did Swingers. That was one of his very first movie with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, one of his first big movies. But Doug Liman just did a new movie, a short film. It's called, I can see that with Cruise, right, B. Williams? Of course. If anybody's going to go to space, it's going to be Tom Cruise. But Doug Liman actually did this short film called Asteroid. They're using a new form of technology called XR glasses, where you can actually have the movie right here in front of you, and regardless where you look, you can see the movie. It's everywhere like this, right? And he wants to use that technology for his very first space movie with Tom Cruise as well. But the idea is to go up to the International Space Station and shoot a movie up there. Tom Cruise will float around space for the very first time. You get a cinematographer, you get an audio person, you get Tom Cruise, and then you get Doug Liman, and that's it, going up into space. And they've been working on this for about a year. But Doug Liman, thank you, B. Williams, appreciate you. Thank you for the love. They've been working on this for a long time, but now they've officially figured it out, and they are going to be going to space. Well, that's the idea. Now, Doug said that it's going to take a little bit more time, though, still, because you have the International Space Station stuff going on. They're talking about dismantling that. They're also talking about putting a new one up there. There's a lot of stuff happening with space right now. I'm going to start a new goal. We got that goal. Thank you guys for helping me get that goal. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here on Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. I'm going to get another goal out there, too, while we're talking about this. I heart you. Let's go for that. So he said because Tom Cruise has got all these projects lined up, he has right now Top Gun 3, he's got Days of Thunder 2, he's also got the Les Grossman movie, the spin-off of Tropic Thunder. He's also working on that right now too. So because those 3 movies are in development, and Les Grossman I think is supposed to be for WB, also I know of course Paramount's got Top Gun 3, they also have Days of Thunder 2, which I wonder how Days of Thunder 2 is going to be. That's a big one for me. I'm like, how can that actually work out? Like, will that be good? I don't know. I mean, the first one I enjoyed, but that was also not a big hit. And well, yeah, Les Grossman, I'm excited about. B. Williams. Tom is excited about that too. When he was doing press for the new Mission Impossible, he was like, oh man, I really want to make this happen. And he wants the director from Mission Impossible to do it as well. And he's got an idea. They're working on it. It'll be about that agent from Tropic Thunder. If you guys don't know what that is, Tropic Thunder came out, of course, Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black, Ben Stiller. A big movie back, was that the 2000s? It seems like it was forever ago. Of course, about actors going to Vietnam, a whole thing, right? And Les Grossman was actually one of the agents in there. Now, he was a producer. He's a producer in there. So, a big film producer. And Tom Cruise is in the fat suit, and he was screaming at people. He's dancing to apple bottom jeans with the boots and the fur and all that, guys. Classic B. Williams, right? Classic. Well, Tom Cruise has got development for an actual feature for that, so that is going down, guys. Get ready for that. And I love that too. Tom Cruise, Tom can dance. He can dance, B. Williams. He can dance. He can really dance. I love Tom Cruise. I mean, people will hate on him, but he's still one of the last, if you ask me, one of the last big movie stars out there. There's not a lot of people like Tom Cruise out there that will do the action, that will run, that will jump, that will get in there, and will actually succeed. And honestly, he'll do all the crazy stuff. On top of a building, jumping out of a plane, doing all that. He tries to figure it out. I love Tom Cruise. But Tom Cruise going to space, guys, what do you think? But Tom Cruise will not be playing the Beekeeper, guys. The Beekeeper is coming, the sequel to the Beekeeper. And if you guys saw the first one over there, I think it was Amazon production. Yeah, Amazon production. Jeremy Irons is coming back. Also on top of that, of course, Jason Statham's coming back for the Beekeeper, guys. Oscar winner, though, Jeremy Irons. I love Jeremy Irons. He's the best Scar ever. Best person over there for Scar, for The Lion King. But Jeremy Irons can do no wrong in my book. Everything he does is fantastic. And I think that, like, if he does anything, I'm going to watch it. But Beekeeper, Amazon officially picking it up. Beekeeper 2 coming out. Guys, they're early development. They're just announcing casting right now. It is coming directly to Amazon. It is going to have Irons coming back to play Wallace Westworld, a former CIA director serving as the head of the security for the Danforth Entertainment. So, guys, get more. Are you excited about that? I don't know. I didn't see the first one. But, these movies are fun with Jason Statham. He's just beating stuff up. He's doing his thing. He's jumping around. And Statham's a great action star. I will watch Statham in everything, and I will always try my best to watch a Statham movie. I miss him once in a while, but this one I miss. You guys see Beekeeper? You guys excited to see a sequel to Beekeeper? I'm like this. I think I like the Crank movie. I don't know if you guys ever saw Crank. He was so good in Crank. Guys, please like, follow, share. Let's try to get to 7K. Let's try. I don't know. We can try what we're doing here, guys. I always appreciate you guys being here live on Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. It's so much fun here. It's so much fun to be here. Pep Star, what do you think?
Well, I'm on fire.
Pep Star is here, guys. I always forget that Pep Star is still here. He's hanging out in the background, guys. He's hanging out. That's all. You guys meet Pep Star yet? You guys meet Pep Star? Pep Star, what's up, man? Say hi. You doing good, man?
I'm ignoring you.
Dude, why you gotta be so salty with me, man? I mean, you're just here hanging out with me. I think we're having a great time, and we're just trying to chill the chat. Look at the chat. There's new people out here.
Look at you, a new guy. Awesome.
Yeah, Pepstar is always happy to have new people here. So Pepstar, I mean, how's your day been? Doing good? You doing a great job? You having a great day? You chilling like a villain, man?
No comment.
All right, man. This is my salty dog right here, the Pepstar. He's doing great some days, but other times he just gives me a lot of crap. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta deal with this guy. This guy, gotta watch out, man. I just give him snickety snacks and he's fine all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Breaking news.
Anyways, guys, yeah, happy to have you guys here. Thanks for all the one-stop shop for entertainment talk, guys. Beekeeper's coming, but one thing that I'm really excited about is this ClayFace movie. Guys, have you seen this ClayFace movie coming out from DC? Now, we got some images right now coming out from the ClayFace movie that actually showcase like what ClayFace is gonna look like right now. And of course, like it's crazy what they're doing with this. This was shared on X, photos that provide faces of ClayFace. Now, Tom Rice Harris has signed on to be ClayFace over there for the DCU. James Gunn is pushing this forward as well. This is again an Elseworlds type project, so this is outside the box, different from anything else we've seen before. It's not going to connect to the larger DCU. That's what they're saying right now. It will be based off of ClayFace, who is one of the biggest villains in the Batman universe that hasn't been on the big screen, guys. I really am excited about this movie. They're going like hard R on this too. They're going deep. It's going to be graphic. They're going to get in here. It's going to be as gruesome as they can. And when they actually were proposed this before, because I guess like before when James Gunn was talking about projects, this wasn't announced in the DCU slate at all. It wasn't. He had no idea they were going to do a ClayFace movie. James Gunn didn't really have any idea for it. But then again, these things happen where a director came forward and was like, hey, I got an idea for you. And they shared a script with him, and he's like, I fell in love with this. And so we are going to produce this. I really hope, though, if this movie does well, they're going to start, they're shooting right now. It's coming out next year, September 11th of 2026. That's when it's coming out. I really hope that if this does well, and the acting's great, and people love it, that they do connect this to the DCU. Because I really do think when they do these Elseworlds projects, if they're good, why not use them? And again, why not bring them in? Why not have these be a part of the larger DCU? To me, I don't understand why they don't do that. But they don't. And of course, they're like, well, you know, Joker itself was its own thing. People hated on Joker 2. Joker 1 was great. Joker 2, they went outside the box. I still enjoyed Joker 2 for what it was, but I knew when I saw it, I'm like, oh, people are not going to like this. People are not going to like this. They're going to be mad about this, and it's not going to be a big hit. But man, this looks interesting, looks good. Seeing Joker seeing ClayFace as a villain, guys, and also getting his backstory, and the casting is shaping up, guys. It looks gross, guys. I hope it's good, though. If you guys are a big fan of the DCU, let me know. We're talking about Superman already. And I will talk about James Gunn's other projects as well. We'll get into that more. I love talking about the DCU stuff. You know what? Let's dive into a little bit more of the DCU, because I do want to have a deeper dive in there if you guys want to. What do you guys think on the chat? More DCU talk or more random breaking news? Let me know. I'm here for you. I'm Brian Kruse. Welcome to that one-stop shop for entertainment talk on TikTok. And also on the ballot for LA SAG-AFTRA president, guys. If you guys are a SAG-AFTRA member, vote. You got less than pretty much a week left before the ballots are done and the actual election is over with, guys. Happy to have you guys here. I'll keep going news. No one's really saying so. I'll keep going news. So that's happening, but also, guys, Chad Powers is coming. The trailer dropped for Chad Powers over there at Hulu. Original series, again, starring Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell is working so much, guys. Glenn Powell is everywhere, right? If you haven't seen Glenn Powell before, again, I know you guys have. He's everywhere. Top Gun, Maverick, he was great in there. Of course, he's coming out. His new movie coming out is The Running Man. It's a reboot of the original 80s movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Running Man is such a great movie. Back in the day, I love that. The reboot looks totally different. I'm not too sure about it yet. We'll see. But Glenn Powell is honestly like blowing up these days. And now he's got this Hulu project getting into being a college football player, trying to get a do-over, right? Because apparently he blows the very last big game and he drops the ball, somebody else picks it up, they score the winning touchdown, and he loses massively, and all this fan hate goes crazy against him. So much so that he can't get a comeback. Not at all. The comeback is done. He's not getting a chance ever to come back. And because of that, he decides to do a big makeover. Does this massive makeover. You can see he messes his face up, puts all his prosthetics on, and decides to go back out there as Chad Powers. And Chad Powers will be that man that he thinks will be the big quarterback that will bring him back into the limelight. But, like, to me, these things are fun. Let's have like a Mrs. Doubtfire of football in a way. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire of football. I guarantee we're going to see a moment in this Hulu series where his face kind of comes off and he's like, oh, yeah, it is me. Chad Powers is what? This is Chad Powers? I can see that happening. I like Glenn Powell. The trailer actually looks good. But what do you guys think in the chat? Is this something that can work long term or like one season? Because I feel like after one season, like you're going to have the reveal, probably in the end, the reveal, maybe he gets back. The next season would be about what? Him having a big legacy, like getting back to being himself and actually being out there. Holland is Bond. That's like a whole thing been going around B. Williams. Yeah, there's a whole thing about Tom Holland might be cast as James Bond. You didn't hear about that? I can talk about that too if you want to. We got a lot of news on here. I got a lot of stuff I talk about here. But yeah, I can talk about that fast. I'm not sure about this Hulu series going long term. If you guys are interested, let me know. It is coming out very soon. I'll jump into the Bond thing for you if you want to. This is going to drop 6 episodes on September 30th. First 2 episodes will drop. And then after that, it'll come out weekly. So if you want to see Chad Powers, get ready for some Chad Powers coming, guys. But yeah, Tom Holland's in the news. He's been in the news for a while. I've been talking about the whole James Bond thing quite a bit. Now, there is some more James Bond news I have on top of that, but Tom Holland is one of the main people they're saying is up for James Bond. Now, James Bond casting has not been 100% locked in yet. It hasn't been. But think about this. So Tom Holland, right? He's been working with Spider-Man, right? With, of course, Amy Pascal over in the Spider-Man franchise. And Amy Pascal officially signed on to executive produce the James Bond franchise, all the new James Bond. So now she's in charge of all of it. Now, there's this working relationship for a long time between the two of them. And so there's been speculation about this going around online, but there's also been speculation about other people too as well. Harrison, who's playing, what's his name? Michael Harrison, this kid named Harrison, he's been cast, or he's been in negotiation, they're saying too as well. He had a movie with Nicole Kidman, but Tom Holland's the big one that people are talking about because Tom Holland did an interview, and he was talking in this interview about the whole James Bond thing. And he comes forward and goes, I know everybody's talking about it. It's out there right now. You guys are interested in it. I'm not going to talk about it right now. We'll let that be. What's up, Queen? Good to see you, Queen. Welcome to Kickin with Kruse. We'll talk about that later if that does come around. But the idea of Tom Holland as Bond, we've had this conversation on Cruise Control, Queen knows, and I just don't see it. Like, he is British, and he even in his interview said, like, it's every kid's dream to play James Bond that's a young Brit. And he said if you're from the UK and you're an actor, it's like something you always wanted to do. But it's a big, big endeavor. Bond needs to be British, 100% Queen. Bond needs to be British, and even Amazon came forward and said that he needs to be British, and that's a big deal, and a man from Britain is what they want. So that were the 2 big things they wanted for James Bond. Now, there are still, like, again, going back and forth, who will be cast. Jacob Elordi also has been thrown out there, too. Of course, for Saltburn, also now in Frankenstein, his name's been tossed around. Also, a name been tossed around is Austin Butler recently. Austin Butler, of course, worked with Denis Villeneuve, who's directing this, and Denis is working on Dune with of course, Austin Butler right now. But Austin Butler even said, like, I think I'd rather be doing, like, maybe a villain in James Bond than actually playing James himself. He said that because he's not British, that could be a horrible thing, which I agree. I mean, we got to go with the British actor. If we say they're going to be a Brit, they should be a Brit. James Bond's supposed to be British. Queen said it, and I'll say it just the same way. But Tom Holland in the interview was saying, it's every British actor's dream. I would love to do it. They wanted Idris Elba. Idris Elba was supposed to be up for this for a long time. But the idea is, though, too, when they're talking about this casting, they want James Bond to be in his early to mid to late 20s, actually. Mid to late 20s. They should be an unknown. I agree. I would love an unknown. But, Idris Elba, he's up there. He's like in his 50s now. I think he would have been great. I would have loved to have seen him do it, but they want somebody in their late 20s. So is it going to be like a James Bond Jr.? Is that what they're going to do? Maybe something like that? Like a James Bond Jr. where he's like rising up in the academy and finding his way? Maybe. I just think the idea of James Bond is like, get him in there. They did that with the Kingsman, by the way, too. Get him in there in his mid-30s. Of course, Daniel Craig was like 37 when he started being James Bond. Mid-30s, guys. That's what James Bond's supposed to be. Guys, always like, follow, share, and give me some of love out here as always, guys. Help me crack this algorithm. Welcome to Kickin' It with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk. We get the AK? We get the AK, guys? That'd be cool. Yeah, I just feel like Go with someone unknown, like Queen said too. An unknown, a British actor that hasn't had opportunity before. Do a big open cattle call, a big casting call. Get out there. Try to get anybody you can in there and have them try to audition for Bond. I would love that. I would love to see that. And I think if we did that, you might get a great talent. You might find somebody that you never even thought could play Bond. Also, I mean, we get these fixed ideas for these characters. Look at Tom Holland. Tom Holland looks like Spider-Man to me now. And a lot of people does. And people also say, like, he's not tall enough. He looks too young. I hear all the allegations online why he shouldn't be Bond. But I will say we have these fixed ideas of these actors. That's what it is when they play big parts like Spider-Man. Why not give somebody else a chance to be James Bond and let them start their career off the big way? They should get an unknown. Scott Adkins would be a good choice if they want to use someone older. I think, I wish they would use someone. I wish they use someone in their 30s, Queen, but they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. I think Jonathan's running late. I don't know what's happening. Jonathan's definitely running late. I just texted him, like, I don't know where you're at, Jonathan. You're an hour late. He probably had a meeting or something like that. He was in John Wick 4. John Wick, and there's also more John Wick, Queen. Are you excited about that, John Wick? I don't know. More John Wick animated, John Wick 5, John Wick 6 now. Also the John Wick, the Ballerina didn't do that well, so I'm surprised they're doing more, but they're going to do a lot more. B. Williams are doing another John Wick. They're also doing the animated movie that's a prequel, with again, Keanu Reeves doing the voice for that. And they're also talking about a series. There's a spin-off series about one of the actors coming too. So there's a lot more of that John Wick universe. Chad Stahelski, who's directing that and created that universe, is doing a lot about that. He keeps moving forward. He's making more and more and more of that. So get ready for more John Wick. Yeah, I know, Queen, but John Wick apparently is not dead. John Wick is not dead. Pause? I'm not sure. It's one or the other. That's all I can say. It's one or the other, Queen. Peppy, they can just cast Chalamet as James Bond, Pep Star. What do you think?
Chalamet.
Yeah, Peppy, I don't know if Peppy wants that. I don't know if he wants that at all.
Did you just say that?
Oh, Peppy, whoa, buddy. Whoa, watch that potty mouth, buddy. Watch that potty mouth. Man, Pep Star, a little salty today, guys. But yeah, there's so much more John Wick coming, and there is a lot more James Bond news coming too. Like I said, the whole thing recently with James Bond was with Austin Butler, but Austin Butler said that he would rather do the villain, which I can see that happening. Of course, Denis Villeneuve is working with him right now. Denis needs a year, he said, pretty much to finish out Dune for Dune 3, Dune Messiah, or they're just calling it Dune 3, I guess. He needs a year for that. At the same time, that'll give the writer a year to develop this, create this. Of course, the writer from Peaky Blinders is writing this. He's got a lot of great ideas. But then you also have Pierce Brosnan being like, "I'll come back if you want an older Bond." I laughed. Like, I love Pierce Brosnan as Bond. That's no like. I would watch that. I would watch a grizzled, disgruntled older Bond played by Pierce Brosnan. I'd be all about that. They should get an unknown named Brian Kruse for James Bond. I'll give that a round of applause, Queen. I'll give that a round of applause. Let's go. Brian's got time. Let's go. I'd love to do something like that. I have to shave again, Queen. I have to shave again, which I probably will be shaving again soon. I keep going back and forth. It's funny, I shaved one time, people are like, "Oh, clean shaven." I'm like, yeah, sometimes clean shaven. Depends what I'm doing here too. But unknowns are always great. I love going with the unknown. It gives opportunity for actors that haven't had an opportunity before. I think it's always great, guys. But yeah, James Bond news, guys. What do you think about Tom Holland as James Bond? Anybody excited about that? I think it's not going to happen. I do think there's a lot of things being thrown out there, and I think that people will go nuts about it online. They see one thing, it makes a great headline, they attach to it. They're like, "Oh, Tom Holland, I love me some Tom Holland." And the next thing you know, like, everyone's running wild with it, running wild with it. But that's how it goes in Hollywood, guys. That's how it goes. We got more news going on too, but I talked about that Beekeeper. I want to watch Beekeeper. The ClayFace looks good. Chad Powers. Here's something that's crazy, guys. Listen to this. Do you guys like The Lonely Island? I love The Lonely Island. Over there in SNL, they did all the short sketches. Of course, they have that Pop Star movie came out. Also, Andy Samberg's in this, along with, of course, Jorma. But Jorma, one of the members, actually fell off a 20-foot ladder and shattered his pelvis and detached his sacrum. Oh my God, guys! I can't believe it. He said he was setting up for his little daughter's big birthday party. And he wanted to paint a mural on side of a barn they have in their house. And he borrowed his neighbor's ladder, and the neighbor said "Oh, it's a little shaky. I don't know if it's that safe." And he's like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'm gonna get on that ladder and paint this mural." And then he fell from 20 feet on his butt and he shattered it. He went into surgery, and the doctor said right now it could be 6 months until he can actually walk again. And he's like, I hope that's true because that's a big accident to go through. And of course, you know, they tour once in a while. They do the shorts and all that. He's going to be set up for a long time. He's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. I imagine like that was a weird scene to see, like at a 5-year-old's birthday party with the father screaming and yelling in pain, and then ambulances coming in. I hope the best for him. When I hear about these accidents happening, like with him, household accidents are the worst, Queen says. Yeah. And like, you know, he thought he was gonna be fine. Like, you know, he's like, I'm just gonna climb this ladder and take care of my daughter and make this big thing. And he said that, you know, there's a barn in the back of the house, he said, and he said, it was like, oh, it's gonna be great. This ladder's gonna be great. It's gonna be work out. And now he said he's in good spirits, but I mean, I can't imagine falling like that, guys. Anybody have a big accident like that ever? Like the biggest thing I had a baseball go to the face when I was a kid. That's my biggest. I rolled a car one time, which I guess when you look at it that way, I did barrel roll a car twice, and I hit a tree. And I was like 16, 17 years old. I think I was 16 years old, and I walked away from it, which I think is great. I didn't shatter anything. Messed my hips up a little bit for the rest of my life, but I walked away from it, which I think is a big deal. A lot of people can't say they did that. Craziness. So you guys have any big accidents out there you want to talk about? Let me know. You know, cause you to get into a lot of fear. But speaking of fear, Cape Fear, guys. Cape Fear, I got more Cape Fear news, guys. You guys love Cape Fear? Let me know out there. Do you guys love Cape Fear? This Cape Fear project keeps getting loaded with more and more talent over at Apple TV Plus, guys. And if you haven't seen Cape Fear, before, of course, you know, big drama series, the novel, The Executioners, which was inspired by Gregory Peck's 1962 film, and the 1991 remake as well. But now Apple decides they want to make their own series over on Apple TV Plus. Now, we already know that they had some big casting for this out the get-go. So before, let's talk about the original casting. Original casting, Javier Bardem, Amy Adams, Patrick Wilson, all attached to this, currently in production. Cape Fear has been filmed twice. Yeah, Queen, twice. And now we're getting an Apple TV Plus for series. But you got Javier Bardem, you got Amy Adams, big cast there already. And now on top of that, you got Ron Perlman coming in. You also have Ted Levine coming in from, of course, I mean, I love him. He's been so great. Buffalo Bill himself, also Monk, Big Sky. And Margarita Levyalova is coming in as well. And she's actually replacing, she's from Daredevil Born Again and The Deuce. She's actually recasting somebody that couldn't actually make it. So, you know, that's how that goes too. So big casting news for this. Reoccurring roles for all three of them over on the Apple TV Plus reboot. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the idea is cool. I love Javier Bardem. I think it's a great idea to bring him in, but like, I don't know if we actually need this. Again, reboots. Guys, reboots. There's always happening. Always got reboots. Happily Married Attorneys. Anna, who's played by Amy Adams, and Tom Bowden, played by Wilson, with Max Cady, played by Bardem, a mysterious and notorious killer from their past, gets out of prison and comes after them. 10 episodes over on Apple TV Plus. These are doing great, though. Cape Fear filmed twice. Good cast. Yeah, Queen. Great cast. And as we're getting more casting for this, it makes me a little bit more excited about it. Apple spare no expense. They spare no expense, right? They spend all the money on these projects, and they keep throwing them at them. And they get the biggest casting. It's like, if you got an Apple project, you got to have like an IMDb that's like 10 pages long. I think they're great casting though, great talent. I do love a lot of their projects too. Another reboot, David Campbell says. Yes, David Campbell is the one for another reboot. That's what we say on here all the time. Nothing but reboots, guys. Nothing but reboots. Reboots, remakes, redos, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're awful. I mean, look at what's happening with them recently. Look at this summer in general. We rebooted, Fantastic Four. We rebooted Superman. We did a sequel to Megan. We also had a reboot of Jurassic World, but that actually did well, Jurassic World. That made over pretty much almost $1 billion. Did we cross the billion, guys? Let's check out that too. I kind of want to know. We might have crossed that $1 billion for Jurassic World. It's very close. It's funny that it's like Jurassic World and also Lilo and Stitch did the best this summer. Like, how does that make any sense? Again, a big reboot. Lilo and Stitch did great though. That's the one, and that's where they go. 856 million. So not $1 billion yet for Jurassic World, but they're getting up there too. The new Conjuring is very, very good. Come up with something original, David Campbell. You saw the new Conjuring? I want to see it. I'm gonna probably see it tonight or tomorrow. I love those Conjuring movies. That's projected to make like $80 million opening weekend. And again, I'm not sure what the box. I mean, I imagine they probably spent like $30 million on that. That's usually about the go right for that. That is like the last thing they might spend a little more. It's out already here. That's right. Over where you're at, Scotland, it's still out. It's not here. It comes out tonight for me here, and it is playing over at the theater nearby me, the Regal by me. So I might go see it tonight. You guys know I watch everything. Jurassic World probably won't get a billion. Yeah, Queen, it's not gonna get a billion, but it still made 856, better than I thought it would do. What was I want to find out the Conjuring last rites. What do you guys think the budget for that was? I bet it was probably 30 billion, something like that, somewhere in there. Overall, those things will go back and forth. 55 million. 55 million. Okay. It's the best of the series. Well, that's a big thing to say there. The best of the series. I actually dig all those movies. So I watch them all. I don't know if it's a guilty pleasure, but I actually had a friend that was in the last one. The new Jurassic World, Scarlett Jo, 800 million, 856 million, B. Williams. That's how much it made. Way big hit for them. Way big hit. And then they spent 275 million, something like that on it. So massive hit for them too. I'll probably check out the latest Conjuring series. Yeah, sequel. Yeah, Queen, I'm going to check it out. One of the best in the series, though. I don't want that popcorn bucket, though. Guys, did you see that popcorn bucket? I know I talk about on Cruise Control, Jason. That popcorn bucket is freaky. I don't want it. Not one bit. It's crazy. I'm like, it's got Annabelle. Have you seen it? It's like Annabelle holding a popcorn bucket. I'll put that up there if you guys want to see it. There is amazing. Have to see it. You want to see that? What's up, John? Welcome back. Kickin with Kruse. You're gonna be like, please don't bring this home. I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody will buy it. Look at this. Here we go. I'll bring it in right now. I love it because with my platform here, I just like 1, 2, 3, bring stuff in and show you guys. You ready for this? You guys ready? This is quite something. This is quite something, guys. Here comes that popcorn bucket. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, it cut it off a little bit right there. I'm going to use this imagery. This one might be better so it doesn't cut it off. Man, it's creepy. It's creepy. Can you imagine that sitting on your countertop, just like watching you? And you're like, ooh, popcorn bucket. Some people collect Annabelle. That's crazy, Queen. I can't imagine. Not that, to each their own. And I'm not calling you crazy, but I'm like, they just freak me out. People collect dolls, too. I have it. You bought it? You bought the popcorn bucket, David Campbell? Round of applause, David Campbell. You are a stronger man than I. I could not have that sit in my house. I would be like, what's Annabelle doing, guys? Annabelle's still there? Is Annabelle? I'd be checking. I have to have a camera on Annabelle, like an Annabelle camera on my phone to make sure the animal does not move. I can see animal moving, guys. Please like, follow, share. Help us crack this algorithm. Welcome to Kickin with Kruse. Yeah, we got 10K likes, guys. Can we get to 11? Thank you guys for all the love. Appreciate it. I use it as a Halloween to freak people out. That's awesome. See, that's pretty great. She's creepy. A good likeness. Yeah, good likeness. Yeah. Is Annabelle? I know Annabelle's in like a little bit in the background and stuff. David Campbell. I mean, I know there's no spoilers, but do you see Annabelle in there at all? No, but at least one in this series is the best. Yeah. I actually enjoy a lot of them. No spoilers. I know. No, David Campbell will not give us spoilers. I'm always like, you got any spoilers for me, man? Tell us about that mustache. I want to know about. We were talking about Fantastic Four here before, David Campbell, and then David was like, I will not tell you why the Thing has a mustache, and I was like, why does the Thing have the mustache or the beard? I wonder why the beard's there. Is the bucket the shape of the doll? Yeah, it is. The bucket, it's like the doll is holding the bucket. It's craziness. I'll show you actually. Here, you want to see this version? I'll show you this too. One more angle for you as well, because I don't mind pulling more angles in here of this popcorn bucket. I don't want them in my show either, but they're here. Annabelle had cameos in Aquaman and Shazam. Isn't that crazy that Annabelle is such like a pop culture fixture right here? There you can see right here, and then you actually can, I guess, pull the popcorn either out of the bucket or the back, I guess. Like, why would you put the popcorn in the back right here? I don't know what, guys, is going on right here. Here, I'll put this up here too. You can see how this goes too. One more angle, then we're gonna move on from Annabelle. I guess put the popcorn in the back too. Annabelle's creepy. Annabelle is creepy, guys. Too much for me. I got one more James Bond thing to talk about though too, guys. Because 007, more 007 news. So Patrick Gibson has been cast also as James Bond, but in the video game. So, so if you guys play the video games, there's a big video game coming out for 007. But no one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Really, one of the best movies? Really? David Campbell. That says a lot. I'm gonna go see it. I watch all these movies, so I'll probably go either tomorrow or I'll go Friday after Cruise Control because we do the show tomorrow night. So I'll probably either go after the show or I will do it tonight after. I might actually go tonight. I think I might have some time, which is shocking for me. As we're getting towards the end of this election, I'm spending a little bit more time trying to do stuff for me. The name is Bond, James Bond. Yeah, so Dexter himself, the Dexter prequel series, Patrick Gibson, 007, has been cast as the voice of James Bond in the new interactive Amazon video game, guys. That's right, 007 First Light. Now, this is, again, more about that whole thing, going back in time. The whole James Bond being like a young kid again. So guys, I don't know if you want this or not, but the video games do really well. People love video games. I still say GoldenEye is my favorite James Bond game. You cannot top that GoldenEye, guys. You cannot top that. The game was previewed though September 2025. It's been previewing right now. State of play where Dexter star Patrick Gibson was announced that he will be the voice for that MI6 agent in early days. That's right, early days. The 007 First Light follows James Bond, a young, resourceful, and sometimes reckless recruit in the MI6 training program, and an origin story of the world's most famous spy. So when I hear this, James Bond was one, yep, why not? James Bond was young once, he was. So here's the thing, here's a question for you too. Patrick Gibson's doing the voice for this. Maybe they'll try to make Patrick Gibson the new Bond. I don't think he's actually looks like Bond at all. So I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, he's not really James Bond to me. But you know, people might actually gravitate to him after they does a great job on this. You never know. Do you guys want to see that? Would you like to see him go from a video game voice over to James Bond? I think sometimes keep them separate, but there are some video game voice actors that want to play the live action version of that. I see it all the time. But Gibson right now, he joined. We also have Lenny James coming in to play Greenway. We have also Alistair McKenzie to play Q. Kira Lester playing Moneypenny. So we got a pretty big cast here too. But let me tell you right now, you can get this now, 007 First Light, set to release March 27th over on PS5, Xbox, over on PC, Nintendo Switch 2. So if you want to play it, there's a great way you can play it there. I'm talking about some video games, John. This is for you. Talking to you. It's going for, pre-orders are going for $69.99, but if you pre-order early, you will get the deluxe edition, so you get even more. Includes a Cosmic Adventures, a 24-hour early access to download the game digitally. Also, there's a special edition as well, guys. That's going for $299, $300. $300. Who the left guy? That's Patrick Gibson. Patrick Gibson, he played Dexter over on Dexter Original Sin, the prequel series. He is playing the voice of James Bond in the 007 game, First Sight. So, yeah, Patrick Gibson playing over there, too. But if you get that $300 edition, guys, that deluxe edition, you get a golden gun figurine, certificate of authenticity. You get a steel case with a magnet, golden gun weapon, skin case as well, and a gold suit as well. So you get, like, I guess, a bunch of golden stuff. I don't know. People will buy that. $300, a lot of money for me. I don't know if I'd spend $300 and all that. Thought it was Vigilante. Oh, it does kind of look like Vigilante from Peacemaker. You're right. Hey, it does kind of look like Vigilante. Have you been watching Peacemaker, guys? I'm behind. I gotta catch up. Animated James Bond looks impressive, Queen says. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see an animated. You know, I think it's great. I think it's great. It might set foot like a lot of this stuff to actually get more of these animated series of these things. But the idea for this, so let me ask you guys this, though, too. Let me ask you all out there. When you hear about this, that they're doing a video game that's this big, right? They've been pushing this up for a long time. Is that a way of setting the stage to see what people think about it? Because again, they want a younger James Bond, somebody in their 20s. Is this a way of setting a stage? Be like, okay, well, if we get some in their 20s, people love that. We show like the whole early days of James Bond. Maybe they'll gravitate to the movie being that way too. Then you do maybe 3 movies of an early James Bond, and then after that, you move on and you have an older James Bond come in, or maybe that same actor grows into that. Would you guys be excited about that? I don't know. I might be excited about that. I might check that out. I don't play enough video games. John knows. I need to play more video games. I don't play enough video games. We got 11K likes. Thank you, guys. I don't play enough video games. Resident Evil animation films are better. That's what John's saying than live action films. I would agree. The animation ones have been better. I actually didn't mind there's one that came on Netflix. I didn't really mind. It was like a community one, but it also wasn't that great. The new movie, I think it might be awesome. I'm excited about that new Resident Evil. Anybody excited about the new Resident Evil? Because you got Zach Kreger doing it. And Zach Krager, of course, just did Weapons. And Weapons was a fun movie. It's a good movie, guys. I laughed at one point. Like I said to a lot of people, audibly laughed at one point, but I really did like it. Would you play a zombie? I would love to play a zombie. I played a dead person before. I should say unalive person. I've been unalive before on NCIS. No, it was NCS. No, CSI. All those, there's so many of those. CSI New York. I was actually a body on CSI New York. So, which was fine. I did that it was one of my first jobs out in Los Angeles. So, it was interesting. They should do a James Bond movie set in a Cold War era. That would be cool, Queen. You know, why not? Do like a period piece James Bond as opposed to having it be all modern and stuff like in the Cold War. That'd be really cool. I know, John. I know I'm getting us demonetized here, John. It's not Mike. It's me today. I'm just like throwing it all off. If Mike's not here, I'll do it for you guys. But yeah, that'd be really cool, Queen. I'd like to see him like do a different twist on James Bond. We've been doing the same thing for so long. Why not try something new, something original, something different? I'd be all about that. John's laughy face is out there. But James Bond, again, they're going to go back in time for that game. People have been waiting for that game. Patrick Gibson. I do love Patrick Gibson. So I think he got a raw deal, I think, guys. I don't know if you guys watched Original Sin, but the Dexter Original Sin, they had picked that up for another season. And then, of course, the Paramount merger came through with Skydance, and they started cutting costs. They've been cutting costs around the board. They want to cut like $1 billion off their budget. That's their idea. It's $1 billion. So they're trying to figure that out right now. And so one of the big things they did was they cut the prequel series of Dexter. They picked up Dexter Resurrection, of course, the continuation of the Dexter Morgan series, which I think has been doing great. The finale comes out tonight. I can't wait to see it. But we'll see where they go or more cuts coming around the corner. But they were gearing up. They had the writer's room going. They're ready to start shooting season 2 of Original Sin. And then it was like, done, gone, done. And so a lot of those actors got released from their contracts. And I said this before, and I hate to say it, but when you look at this film or this project, this series, they had cast. Oh man, I hate to say it. Sometimes the casting comes down to why things get canceled. I think it's casting sometimes. And the father in this, the guy who played Harry, like he's done so many things, so much, but he always gets his shows canceled. I think that's what it came down to. Good thing Disney won't own James Bond. They probably make him American. Yeah, well that's the one thing too, John. Amazon made a big statement about that. When MGM bought it up, they said they want him to be British and a white man. That's what they said earlier. I think they said a man. They want to be a man. British and a man. So I think people have been jumping on the gun that it's going to be a white man, but they said British and a man, and that's where they left it at. So, which I think, and they all said they're 27, 28 years old. That's what they said. That was their official statement about what James Bond is going to be. So, young James Bond. That's what it feels like. Maybe it just becomes a 00 agent, maybe. I don't know. Thought the Skydance merger was supposed to save Paramount. Well, it's supposed to save Paramount. If you look at that, I'm telling you, Queen, Paramount was bankrupt for, as I said, on Cruise Control for a long time. When I was working over on Thundermans, which was like years ago, guys. That feels like a decade ago now. When I was working on Thundermans, they were bankrupt. Top Gun Maverick saved it for a while. And then they were worried about actually losing all their money. And then when the Skydance merger came through, and Skydance has heavy pockets. There's big pockets there, of course. There's actually the CEO of Paramount, or I should say Skydance, who is now the CEO of Paramount. His father's a billionaire, so there's deep pockets right there. So there is be more money of fluctuation going in there. There is money saving it, but they're still trying to cut costs because they still have they're still in the red. So they're trying to figure that out. They're cutting costs, picking up some projects, restructuring everything. There's more Star Trek coming, we know that. There is like less things going away. They're working on more Transformers movies. They're working on more, I guess that Transformer and that G.I. Joe movie is being pushed forward more. The reboot with Transformers being pushed forward with Michael Bay. So a lot of that happening too. Did you assume his gender? They said his gender. They said that James Bond would be a man in his 20s. That's what they said. A British man. That's what they said. Wasn't WWE in Paramount back? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. WWE was back on USA. Now WWE is like on Netflix and also on that ESPN deal. That ESPN deal is BS, guys. If you look at that, that's costing the fans so much more money. $30 a month to watch those pay-per-views. Were we back in the 90s? I don't know. I mean, I feel like people are going to be mad about that. Like I am. I'm not a big wrestling fan as I used to be, but if I want to watch pay-per-view, I could have watched it on Peacock. Now I have to pay $30 on ESPN just to check it out. I don't have money for that. Things are expensive these days. I mean, honestly, you do get all the UFC battles on Paramount Plus now. That's gone through, so you will be able to watch Paramount Plus UFC battles. But you're not going to have You're not going to have the UFC stuff, or I should say you're not going to have the WWE stuff there anymore. So it's what it is, guys. Stephanie McMahon said she was unhappy. She was unhappy. Where was she unhappy with, John? Stephanie's a big deal, too. She's been around for a long time. I still think that stuff with Vince McMahon's freaking crazy, guys. If you guys saw that Vince McMahon stuff, the allegations are insane. Then you hear what the girls are saying about him. It's insane. It's a lot. Oh, the change? The change is dumb. It's dumb. It's going to cost people money. Did you guys see The Rock, too? Did you guys see The Rock recently? You want to talk about that? We're talking about last night. The Rock lost a lot of weight, guys. And people are saying because, he had, maybe he was sick, and that's why it happened. But he lost a lot of weight. I'll pop a picture up there, too. We talked about this last night on Cruise Control as well. There's always a lot of stuff going on. The change. Let me find that picture. I think I still have it in here. I have all these pictures built in here, but sometimes I have them, and sometimes I can pop them up easily, and sometimes I can't. But The Rock lost a lot of weight. I hope he's doing okay. That's what I always say. When people lose drastic weight, like Batista. It's like him and Batista. What happened? Two big wrestlers that lost everything, like all that weight, very quickly. Very quickly. Yeah, right, Queen? Looks like he's ill. So people online are like, oh, he looks good. But that Smashing Machine looks so good. I can't wait to see that movie. But I was surprised by the weight loss in The Rock. I feel like he just dropped it like that. Like that. Looks like... I don't know what happened to him, but you know what? Hopefully he's okay, guys. What's up, CC? How you doing? Welcome to Kickin with Kruse. Welcome. Help us crack this algorithm. Welcome to Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment news, guys. And also help me get that love. Let's get some more hearts out there. I always appreciate that, guys. You know what's crazy? I got my boost today. I'm so excited, guys. Hope there's some new people popping in today. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you joining us on Kickin with Kruse. We have a great time here. Talk about a lot of entertainment news. We get into it. We have great stories, great conversations. She's telling fans to get, no, she's not, John. Is she really? Is she really saying get a VPN? No, she's not. I love it because, Netflix overseas is actually broadcasting all the WWE pay-per-views overseas if you have Netflix, but not with, in the States. You got to use ESPN. It's the dumbest deal. On a podcast. Really? That's hilarious. Well, good for her. But she's still involved, so that makes... did Triple H really take over completely? Does she have no power? The thing is that merger sometimes, guys. The merger with TKO that was created, you got UFC and WWE, when they combine... I knew some things would start changing. They put The Rock up pretty high there too on TV, but also they gave him some stock in there too. So he's got some say there as well. But I would say Dana White has a lot more control over this too than we thought before. And also on top of that, Triple H really moved up in that company quite a bit. She has power against women. Really? She got more power than that. She's got to have more power than that, John. She's like a McMahon. She's got the grapefruits. She's got the McMahon thing going on. She's still pretty powerful, I would say. But Trips really made his way up there, guys. You guys want to talk about some more Marvel stuff, maybe? We can talk about some more Marvel stuff, some more DC stuff. Let's talk about some more. I want to get more into that Superman conversation. Talk about that more? Come on. Let's go back over, guys, to Comic Corner. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. A little bit more about Superman because, again, we mentioned this briefly last night. I brought this up quickly early on, guys. I just want to talk more about this Superman movie because James Gunn, it's just about DCU stuff in general. James Gunn, of course, said about, the new Superman coming. Sean brought it up last night. Guys, if you ever love the comic book stuff, come on over on a Wednesday. We talk about it on Cruise Control over there about comic book stuff on Wednesday a lot with Sean. We call him a resident comic book king. Queen knows. Sean's got a lot of knowledge on that too. Are they really going to make a film about drunken Supergirl? Oh yeah, that's happening. I think that's going to be drunken Supergirl. A party girl, Supergirl. That's what I think that's going to be. The party girl. That's coming out. It's only called Supergirl now. It's not even Woman of Tomorrow. Supergirl. That's coming out next summer. So that's not that far away. Next summer, Supergirl comes out. And then the following fall is when ClayFace comes out. Yeah, John, did you see Supergirl? And Supergirl, she comes in at the very end, or Superman, the very end of the movie, she comes in and she's like super drunk and she's like, where's my dog at? And then she finds her dog and then she runs away. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then she's like, she goes and parties outside the earth and gets drunk. Yeah, the CBS CW show. I worked in the CW show. I worked on that, John. I actually stood in and I rehearsed a lot of scenes for the main guy there. What was his name? It was so long ago. He was like the guy in the bullpen there. I actually doubled for him too. Man, it's funny when you look back sometimes. I can't even think of what his name is anymore. Great guy. He was really cool. He didn't really go on to do much after that, which is very bumming. I thought he'd do a lot more projects there. But I'll tell you a story from that. I think Queen's probably heard this story before. We're working on Supergirl. It's an odd choice for a movie. It really is, Queen. It really is an odd choice. Did you see the, I don't know if I brought that graphic up earlier. Did you see the graphic of ClayFace? Here, I'll bring it up right now and show you the graphic of what they show him looking like right now. Because, like, set pictures are leaking, which that happens all the time. When the set pictures come out, everybody's like, "Oh, look at this! It's going crazy." I got them right here. I can just go to the other. I'll go to the other page. I got it up here. So over here, I'll show you the picture of the ClayFace stuff. So he looks good though. It looks kind of cool. If they're going this route, maybe it'll work. Sean was all about it too. Sean's all about. Look at this. Look at that picture right here. So I'll even turn this off so you can see it better. But it looks pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. It's like almost like a man, like it's like I don't know what to say about this. So they're really going with the DC universe. Yeah, DC universe is going crazy. Going crazy. We're gonna get a lot more DC stuff. It's not gonna end anytime soon. This, John, this is going down, man. We're getting DC all day, every day. So get ready for that. But this is kind of cool. I think that it looks kind of graphic, gory. I don't know. He gets beat up. That happened in the ClayFace lore, where he goes through a horrific accident, and then they're trying to fix his face, and he uses all this stuff. There's also him being an actor, right, Crane? Where he just wanted to go through plastic surgery to look better, because he was like, I look ugly, and then he goes through it, and he does more and more and more, and then it gets all warped, and he becomes like ClayFace by getting through some toxic ooze or something. It always comes down to toxic ooze, doesn't it? That looks like ClayFace. See, that's pretty exciting, right, Queen? It's pretty exciting. I think they're gonna do something right here too. Ooh, I thought it was a TikTok lies. No, TikTok. No, not TikTok lies. This is happening. I think he looks great. I think this looks great. That actually makes me more excited when I saw this. I'm like, oh, they're actually going to go strong into this. They're actually going to go for it. Which again, go for it. If you're going to do it, go for it. I feel like sometimes they just like hold back on these things, and I'm like, no, make it happen. But they're doing that. They're doing, of course, there's ideas. There's like an idea that Zach Krager has for a Joker kind of movie. That really is. That's been debunked a little bit, because the idea is supposed to be like about a hitman in Gotham City, and then Joker would be in it, and Batman would be in it, and all these people would be in it. So there's that project they're talking about. There's also, of course, The Man of Tomorrow. James Gunn released that yesterday. Man of Tomorrow is the next Superman movie coming out July 9th, 2027, with Corn Sweat and everybody else coming back. He's directing it. He's writing it. You also have more Creature Commandos coming. You also have, man, there's so many projects I feel like he's been announcing. The Batman movie, Brave and the Bold. But when's that going to happen? I heard, there's this whole rumor, too, about Peacemaker, that Superman, or people are saying Batman's going to arrive in Peacemaker finale. I don't see it happening, guys. I think if you're going to get a big cameo, it's going to be Superman. I don't think they even have Batman cast yet. I think they have no idea what to do with Batman, just like don't do that Waller series. I think they have no idea how to do Batman, which is a bummer, because Batman is such a great character. So we're going to see there's a new Wonder Woman coming too, John. Wonder Woman's in development. They're writing that right now. The same person that is writing the Supergirl movie is also writing the Wonder Woman movie as well. And they actually fast-tracked that. So Wonder Woman will come before Batman. So we're going to get Women of Tomorrow this summer, fall. Pedro as Batman. Oh, don't say it. It could happen. Who was the one I saw? Oh, Chris Pratt. People are saying Chris Pratt will play Batman. And I was like, oh no. But could you guys see it happening? Could you see Chris Pratt playing Batman? I'm going to put that up here right now, because I saw an image of Chris Pratt as Batman, and I was like, what are you talking about? The problem is the audience isn't interested in ClayFace. You're right, Queen. That is a problem. Like, nobody really is like, oh, I want to see that. I want to see ClayFace. I just don't see that being a world. It's going around online a lot right now that of course, that Chris Pratt's going to be Batman. I don't know. I don't want to see that, guys. I don't want to see it. They do the voice in he did the voice in the Lego movie. He also did the voice of Mario, the Super Mario movie. He also did the voice in Garfield, in the new Garfield movie. Chris Pratt's doing a lot of stuff. He's doing all the voices. All the voice acting. Here you go. Chris Pratt is Batman, guys. Here you go. AI imagery everywhere, right? Always the AI. AI is doing it all. What's up, Killian? They should introduce ClayFace in a Batman movie first. I think that would have been cool. I mean, do you think they'll actually throw Batman in Clayface? They'll do it the opposite way. Because maybe they do that. They just bring Batman in there. What's up, Killian? Thanks for the love. Thank you, Killian. Woo! Get out of here today. Let's make that happen, guys. Appreciate you. I love that. I love the idea of like a Batman movie coming right now. But Chris Pratt, I don't know about Chris Pratt. I don't think he's Batman. Find some other obscure character for him. If you cast him as Batman, you really are giving in to all the James Gunn like fan base. Like, this is all my people being cast. I know Batista's supposed to be coming someplace. I want to see Dave someplace too. Dave is one of my favorite guys out there. He lost a lot of weight too. But Dave, always happy to see you cast, Dave. You're amazing, man. Wherever you are.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Always happy to have Dave. Dave pops in every once in a while too, guys. It depends on Dave's internet, but it's back and forth.
You're right.
Thanks, Dave. 007 casting. Oh yeah, 007 casting. There's a bunch of that. I mean, Tom Holland's up and up, but also, I said that Patrick Gibson is also being cast as the voice of 007. That's the only official one we have so far. We got some official casting. This is not official too. Would you guys like Chris Pratt? Chris Pratt as Batman? Do you think it'll work? Is that the role for him in James Gunn's DCU? How about you think about there? Anybody out there want to see that? John, you want to see that? Anybody want to see that? I don't think it's right. I think we get an unknown person. They want them to be older, which I get. But again, who else would you get? I don't know. Maybe Idris Elba. How about Idris Elba as Batman, huh? I still love the idea of doing Batman Beyond. That's where I think they should go. You do Batman Beyond. You find a new kid. Yeah, he's already Star-Lord. Yeah, but he's not in the DCU, Queen. And James Gunn and him had a conversation about it. About they're going to try to find a role for him in the DCU. I did see that Reacher. Jordan always pushing. If you guys come on Friday, my buddy Jordan, he's always pushing for Reacher to be the new Batman. And apparently Reacher sat down with James Gunn, and he said that he will not be playing Batman. So yeah. So if you guys were excited about that, it's not happening. That was going on online a lot. Henry Cavill, that's still going around online too. That's going around online that Henry Cavill will be the new Batman. I don't see it. Alan Richardson also will not be Batman. But Alan Richardson did say that he and James Gunn did talk about a different character coming in. Can we say Bane? What do you guys think? Bane? Could he be Bane? I can kind of see him as Bane. He's big enough. Bane. One day I would have wanted Dave Bautista to be Bane, but I think at this point, Dave just can't get that muscle on anymore like he used to. Reacher played Aquaman in Smallville. Ooh, Queen, do you think that's an option? Maybe they'll make him as Aquaman? So I had a hunch maybe. He does have an Aquaman look of him, doesn't he? Switch from Superman to Batman would be iconic. You're right. It would be kind of iconic. And Hawkman in Teen Titans. Yep. And he was also, what was he in? Because he was in Titans itself too. What was his character in Titans? Was that the same thing, Killian? I remember him in Titans, but I wasn't a big fan of him in Titans. But Titans itself, that show was just a hot mess to me. I wanted to be good so bad. I really wanted to be good. Hawkman. Okay, that's what it was. Hawkman. I wanted Titans to be so good, and I wasn't thrilled by it. It was okay. The last season really dropped the ball for me too. The first season was pretty decent. Second season I think was better. I like the Gotham stuff was cool. I actually kind of liked the Gotham stuff, but then they kind of lost me again after that. Like, bringing in Scarecrow, I thought that was interesting. But beyond that, they kind of lost me too. I was like, They took him out too. They took out Richardson too. They took him out, but he did say he will not be playing Batman. So Teen Titans deserve a better show. With James Gunn, it could happen. It could really happen. What was the one that I was talking with Jordan? Jordan was saying they were going to do some really obscure character in Spider-Man. And I said, there's no way. James Gunn's not doing Spider-Man. If James Gunn was doing Spider-Man, you'd have the most obscure villains and characters. MCU doesn't go as obscure as DCU. Like Mr. Terrific. I never heard of Mr. Terrific before. I think Mr. Terrific was great in Superman, but what an obscure character. The Batman casting is tough for me, everybody. It's tough. Who do you go with? An unnamed person like Queen said would be good. But if you had to choose a celebrity, man, I don't even know. I don't know where to begin. I think someone's got to be big, bulky, beefy. Like Richardson got to make sense, but Aquaman might make even more sense. Maybe they'll start bringing some of the original CW people in. I just don't go too crazy about that. Like, we don't need Barry Allen from, of course, the CW. We don't need Grant Gustin to be the Flash. I like the idea of Andrew Garfield as the Flash. That came around a little while ago, too, that Andrew Garfield might be cast as the Flash. I kind of like him. He's a great actor, too. That brings some star power. If you can't get Tom Cruise as the Flash, I would like that. Because Tom Cruise always makes... I joke about it, guys, but Tom Cruise would be the best Flash. He already runs all the time. Come on, keep him running. The original Mr. Terrific was white and a member of the Justice Society. Oh, really? I did not know that, Queen. Was he as cool as the one in the movie? Do you think that was a good representation of who the character is supposed to be in Superman, or do you think that they messed it up a little bit? Let me know. I'm interested about that too. What's up, Killian? Good to have you here as always too, guys. How's it going out there? Welcome to Kickin' It with Kruse, guys. We got 12K. We got that 12. Almost got 13K. Thank you guys for the love out there. I appreciate it so much. And all the love, I appreciate it. You know, we're doing this. I was supposed to have Jonathan today. Jonathan ended up having a contract negotiation go way too long. Apparently, he's still in negotiations. That's why Jonathan's not here. He was supposed to join me. As you can see, I had a spot for him, guys. Here he is. He was supposed to be right there. No Jonathan, guys. We will be having new people all the time here. I'm happy we got a little boost today, too. You know, sometimes we get the boost, we don't get the boost over here. So I'm happy that things are working. Again, we've had some TikTok issues, but I'm happy it went through today. So, hey, that's a good sign. It's a really good sign. But I don't know about Batman. I will say that I do not want, I'm not going to lie, John. John, I don't want to have Henry Cavill be Batman. I just don't want Cavalrine, but no Batman. I would take the Cavalrine. But I also do think that what they should do for Wolverine is put Daphne Keane in there and have Daphne Keane be the next Wolverine and then build towards who's going to replace Hugh Jackman. Have him be there still, popping in and out for a little bit, and then eventually recast him. I think we can give him some time. Mr. Terrific, Mr. Terrific in the movie was based on a second iteration. Was that a different comic series, Queen? It must have been. I liked him. I thought it was actually kind of fun. I was surprised by how much fun I loved the side characters. I didn't really care for, Hawkgirl was kind of there, and Guy Gardner was a bit too much for me, but we'll see what they do with that character too. I'm interested in that Lantern series. You guys see the trailers for that, or actually you probably heard the news about the Lantern series. If you've been watching my stuff at all, you probably know I've been talking about the Lantern series for a while. Of course, Guy Gardner's in there. We also have Kyle Chandler in there. Playing, he's not Patrick. No, he's not Stewart. He's Hal Jordan, and then James Stewart is played by Pierre, Jean Pierre. So yeah, so they got all three of these all three of the Green Lanterns come together to be like a True Detective type series. So that sounds actually very interesting to me. I kind of want to see that more than anything else. I think they're going to actually do a great job when they do that. So I hope so. They shot here in LA too, which gives me a round of applause. We got to shoot in LA. LA is great, guys. We got Kyle Chandler. He's in it too. He's playing Hal Jordan. Send me in, Coach. That's true, Killian. You did work with him. Yeah, from Friday Night Lights. He's actually playing Hal Jordan. Crazy, right? Crazy casting right there. But then doing that whole True Detective thing, be like a gritty like space cop series set on Earth, I think that's actually kind of really awesome. And of course, Guy Gardner, apparently, the one thing about that they say that in that series, because Nathan Fillion was talking about it, and Nathan Fillion said that he has never dropped that many F-bombs ever on any kind of character he's played before. So apparently in that series, he's saying the F-bomb all day, every day, he's on camera. So get ready for a raunchier version of Green Lantern than you've ever seen before. Maybe just like a more vulgar adult version of Green Lantern. I'm all about that. Let's go. Let's go. I'd love to check that out too. Green Lanterns aren't detectives. Apparently they're making them detectives now. Well, I guess they're space cops, Queen. Like space cops, that's what they're kind of say, but detective style. But they're kind of, are they kind of like space cops? I don't know. That's what James Gunn's making them into, space cops. And it's going to be on HBO Max, so you got that going forward too. We do have more True Detective coming. Of course, we got Nick Cage, as I said before, in the new season of True Detective, set in New York City. Love me some Nick Cage. Did you guys see, oh man. Did you guys see Longlegs at all? I love Longlegs. Nick Cage and Longlegs made me laugh. Daddy! Mommy! Mommy! I laughed at Nick Cage in that so much. I'll watch Nick Cage in anything. Set me up in some Nick Cage action. I'm down for it, guys. It's all day, every day. He's a real deal. He's a real deal. He really is, Kyle Chandler. What else is going on here? Let's see here. That's on Hulu. Yeah, it's on Hulu. Have you seen it, John? It's a fun. I actually like. It's a detective movie at heart. Has like a spirituality kind of devil aspect to it as well. But Nick Cage is he for the little bit he's in it, he's great. They're cosmic beings. Each Green Lantern protects the sector of space. Well, I'm asking this, Queen, though, like, is this going to be something they think that the comic book people might be upset about, changing it so much and sending them to Earth to actually be like space cops? What do you think? It saved. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get it, John. He's excellent in delivering dry, dark humor. Space. I was like, say space. Yeah, for sector of space, and they all kind of represent that. I know, like, even in the Green Lantern movie, that is what it is with Ryan Reynolds. He was. It was interesting to see them all come together and show that, like, council of all the lanterns. It was kind of cool, even though it was a CG mess. I don't know if everybody saw that when Ryan Reynolds went online. He was like, "Okay, guys, I'm going to sit down and watch Green Lantern for the very first time. It's going to be a amazing time. I'll put my ring on. I'll put my ring on, and then I will watch Green Lantern." And he sat down and actually watched it. And he was like, not bad. Actually, not too bad. And get your Mint Mobile going on, guys, from Ryan Reynolds, which is interesting. They're actually done stories that were more realistic about Green Lantern. This could be, maybe they tie into that lore, Queen. Maybe there's something we're missing here in this description that they're actually dropping. Or maybe they're also going to give us a little bit of a curveball with this Green Lantern series. But all three of them, which is interesting enough. So I'll check it out. Green Lantern. I'll find, there's a picture. I can show you a set picture if you guys want to see. Green Lanterns. It's just called Lanterns, by the way. It's just called Lanterns. So if you're checking it out, here we go. We got a picture of Aaron Pierre as, of course, John Stewart. Ooh, I'll put that up here too. That's what I love about having the build. I just kind of like pop stuff up while I'm talking about things, as opposed to before when I was just like me on TikTok by myself, me, myself, and I couldn't do that before. So it's nice to have that back. I actually done stories realistic. But I'm interested to see that. I am interested to see what they do with that as well. But there is so much, like Ryan Reynolds. Also the drama. Guys, I got an update on the drama. So the drama that happened on set, I didn't talk about this last night, but the drama that apparently happened on set for Doomsday, there's more rumors going around that it actually wasn't Ryan Reynolds and also Robert Downey Jr. People are saying it was David Harbour and Wyatt Russell were fighting, which to me makes no sense because you guys haven't heard this. There's a big rumor going around, allegations going around that Doomsday's doing a bunch of reshoots because two actors were fighting on set and they're freaking out, and so they will not be around each other anymore. And people are saying it was Ryan Reynolds and Robert Downey Jr., but now people are saying that it's actually, again, Wyatt Russell and David Harbour, which to me, they did a whole movie together. They did Thunderbolts together. You think if they were fighting, they would have fought on that. Why would they fight on Doomsday? It makes no sense for me. Like, so when I heard that coming out, I'm like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. But he's not really an Earthbound character, Queen says. Well, maybe they'll find a way, because Hal Jordan is the Earthbound character, right, Queen? Hal's the one. Why can't we all get along? I know, Queen. I say it all the time. I'm telling you, I did the interview with Chuck Slavin, who's running for SAG-AFTRA national president. You know, I'm running for a local president. And even though I got some love for it, but I also got some hate too. People are just like wanting to hate. I'm like, we have to all work together right now for the betterment of our union. And people don't want to do that. And it's what it is. I'll fight. If I win that LA SAG-AFTRA election next Friday, a week from tomorrow, woo. If I win a week from tomorrow, I'll be the president to actually bringing people together. We got to do it. The only way we're going to get stuff done, we got to bring people together. And you know what? We just need someone with a loud enough voice to do it. That's what I think. And then maybe we can make it happen. So we'll see. But people can't get along. It's unfortunate. People can't get along. We try. We strive. And we all we can do is put ourselves out there and put our best foot forward every day, guys. I'm excited to see where this DCU goes, though. I'm excited to see where Lanterns goes. Even like, I love that Harley Quinn series. I wish that would be branching in. I know they're talking about Margot Robbie. Will she be our Harley Quinn? Will she not be our Harley Quinn? I hope she sticks around. I honestly hope that she won't go anywhere. I'm excited for Peacemaker this season. I still need to catch up. Tonight I'm going to catch up because I'm behind, which it bums me out. I watched the first episode and I liked it. I'm interested to see where they go with their whole multiversal doors they have in his house, which is the weirdest thing too, but I'm there for it as well. And then also taking out a multiple alternate version of himself too was fascinating. But also, so it's the same Peacemaker, but not the same Peacemaker. So this is getting confusing sometimes, guys, in this DCU. But James Gunn, he's got a lot going for him here. A lot of pressure on his back. He's got to do some great stuff. He really does. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Just got that number 3 gifter badge, John. Round of applause for John. What's going to happen today? I'm kicking it with Kruse, guys. Thank you for being here. Guys, I love this. I love this. I saw this online when I was like making merch, and I saw this one. It's coffee. It's coffee. And I was like, I've been like rocking it like all the time now. Just it fits like 2 cups of coffee in here, guys. It's like 2.5 cups of coffee. I need that in the morning. I'm a big coffee guy. I also do Nero gum now too, which is like a whole thing, guys. If you haven't tried Nero gum, John knows what I'm talking about. I'm also doing that too. Peacemaker, confusing history in the comics as well. So maybe that just plays into all of it, what they're gonna do here, Queen, in the James Gunn universe as well. Funny story about. So I've been like selling this caffeinated gum, Queen, and I gave some to Sabrina the other day, and she was like, "What did you give me?" She was like running around the house, bouncing around, doing stuff. It was crazy. I was like, "Do your thing, girl. Get in there and have some fun." It was hilarious. If you guys haven't tried Nero gum, it's a crazy caffeinated gum. Anyways, but I love Nero gum, but I also love James Gunn, and I hope that he does well with all of these projects, and I hope that Superman 2 does great. If that doesn't do great, if it doesn't like break $1 billion for the second one, then they might start rethinking about like, what are we doing here with this franchise? You know, I think that's what'll happen. They'll really start thinking about Nero gum. It's the craziest. Yeah. That's what I've been doing. Like, Queen, I'm like selling. I'm doing like sales right now because I haven't been on set. 18K. Thank you guys. I've been doing sales stuff. And so I've been selling gum and GNC products and, you know, supplements and stuff like that on my spare time between my shows. So it pays the bills, you know, as I'm waiting to get back to set. I was supposed to go. I was up for like I think I said it on the show. I was up to work on the new Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I didn't get it, unfortunately. I was hoping to go work again with Fincher, even though that man's tough to work with. He's a very big talent, and I would actually like. It's a masterclass watching that guy work. And, you know, Brad Pitt was over there. I was pretty excited about that. But next job is gaming. That's what John says. Next job might be gaming. Live on TikTok or maybe on Twitch. I guess Twitch is where everybody plays video games, right? If I'm gonna play games though, guys, I'm gonna bust out my Nintendo behind me. And I'm gonna play Ninja Turtles all the way through, or Super Mario Brothers, or something like that. Something that's like super retro. Maybe that would actually be something big. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All you can do is put it out there. Put yourself out there, guys. But I'm happy to be here on Kickin with Kruse. I miss that we didn't have Jonathan today, guys. I really miss out that we didn't have Jonathan. But you know, we'll get him back tomorrow. The young kids call it Purple app. Oh, it's called the Purple app. I guess it's purple. We go live on Twitch too, but we don't actually get an audience on Twitch. I don't know what it is. I don't know how you boost your whole like hold on Twitch. What's up, King? How you doing, King? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, Queen. 7, Alien 3, Fight Club. I worked with him on Mank over there on Netflix. We worked on that together. He's of course Social Network. You know, he's not doing the sequel, but Social Network 2 is still moving forward with Jeremy Strong. But yeah, he's done a lot of great projects. Mindhunter, people love Mindhunter. He's going to keep going. King, you play any good games right now, King? What's going on? Good to see you back. I haven't seen you in a while, King. Welcome back to Kickin with Kruse. Welcome to our chat right here. But what else can they do? I'm trying to think what else they got lined up. You know, the Justice Society, I would love to see either Justice Society or maybe even like a Super Friends. We talk about on the show, a Super Friends show would be my favorite. If James Gunn's did a Super Friends show, I would be all about that. Maybe a Super Friends movie, I'd be all about that. I think that'd be fun. That feels like the James Gunn world more than anything else. Just got Snapchat, huh? I've done Snapchat before. I did it for like a hot 5 seconds and then stopped doing it. I love Snapchat, but I'm still, guys, I feel like I'm an old man sometimes on these things. I'm like, Brian's learning, growing, figuring things out every day. And you guys hear me? Something weird happened. Guys. There's something weird happened with this app. Go away and I come back. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what's happening with this. I got to get this fixed. I don't know if it's a connecting thing or what it is. I got to get it fixed, guys. Got to get it fixed. They should do a Justice Society movie set in World War II. Queen, we got to get you in front of James Gunn. We got to get you in front of James Gunn. You got to make that happen. Can you hear me now? Am I good now? Everybody, can you hear me now? Hopefully you can hear me now. I think you should be able to hear me now. It just dropped off for some reason. Something weird happening there. I don't know what that is. It like randomly will disconnect me and then reconnect me. I've been noticing it happening more and more. Might be a glitch in the system. I'm going to contact the staff about it. And I have this recording today so I can actually show that to them too. Cool. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you. But I hope for the best for James Gunn. Queen, you got to get in front of that guy. If I become SAG president, Queen, we're going to talk. I'm going to get some ideas. We'll pitch him to James Gunn. How about that, Queen? Pep Star, he pops in every once in a while. I know people love the Pep Star. He's been pretty quiet today. I get Pep Star live live here more often. Pep Star, what's up, buddy? Always happy to have Pep Star here. He's having a great time.
The slappening.
Yep, we talked about the slappening earlier, Pep Star. You're right. We're talking about the slappening all the time.
Riz.
Well, happy to have you guys here. 19K, guys. 19K. We had 20. We had 20. And Pep Star will go do a Chalamet movie.
Chalamet, no!
Come on, buddy. I love dogs myself. Me too, Queen. Dogs are fantastic. And Pep Star's a great little dude right here. He's always hanging out with us. He knows the Gen slang. Yeah, he does. He knows all that Gen Z slang. I'm like, Pep Star, where do you learn this from? And he's just, I guess he's on the tick to the talks all the time. Sometimes we're on the show. He'll be tweeting. I'll be like, Pep Star, you gotta calm down, man. You gotta calm down.
Pep Star, Shalama ding ding doozy.
Yep, yes, he does. He knows all of them. Pep Star also it wasn't a big fan of the Oil Man when that stuff was going down. And I was like, Pep Star, do not talk about the Oil Man. But he would always just go off about him too. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here at Kickin with Kruse. I appreciate it. It's been fun. A lot of great stuff happening. That Laura, I want to go back to that Laura Croft thing very quickly too, because I think that's interesting as well. Before I sign off here, the fact that Sophie Turner is finally signed on for this after speculation station for how long, guys? 20K! Woo! We hit the 20K, guys. 20K. Woo! Woo! Yeah! We got that.
He's on fire!
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you all in the chat. But yeah, the Tomb Raider project finally officially happening. Yeah, thank you, Gillian. Actually happening. Moving forward, Sophie Turner confirmed in this high-profile role to be Lara Croft. Phoebe Waller also, again, directing it. She's not directing it. She's writing it and helping produce it as well. And also, she did Fleabag. She was also, virtual pizza party. Get some pizza going down. It's like, I love that, too. Let's get a pizza party going on. I love pizza party. As a kid, guys, I used to love doing pizza parties all the time. How many times can I say pizza party? That's my question. Pizza party. But also Phoebe Waller officially doing it. Amazon will start shooting in January. In January for this 8-episode season of, again, Tomb Raider. It is happening. No one will top Angelina Jolie. I agree. Angelina Jolie is the best Tomb Raider, if you ask me. Wasn't she Jean Grey? Yep, 100%. Jean Grey, she was married to a Jonas also as well. She was also in Game of Thrones as well, as a Stark as well. So she's had a big, illustrious career. But Lara Croft, I can see it, but I also say, do we need this reboot? Can she actually be as good as Angelina Jolie? I don't think so. I think we should have left it alone. But they don't care sometimes. They just kind of say, oh, it's a big IP. Let's bring that IP-ness back to life and actually make it thrive again. That's what they think all the time. But she was posting pictures before about a few months ago. Here, I showed this earlier, but she was posting pictures earlier where she was posing. I think this was Memorial Day weekend, where she's like, I'm getting ready, I'm getting bulk, guys. So people were speculating that she was trying to get Jack to be Lara Croft. And then now the official announcement came out. So Amazon, MGM Studios, making your Lara Croft, your Tomb Raider. We'll raid those tombs one more time, guys. Yeah, look at her. She's jacked, right? Wasn't there a reboot years ago and no one saw it? 100%. 100%. I never saw it. I wanted to see it. I never saw it. That was also Amazon. They had the Netflix series as well. They did did that do 2 seasons? I feel like they did 2 seasons. Maybe, or was it only 1 season? I didn't even watch that, but I heard that was actually better than the reboot. Lara Croft. Let me find out. Tomb Raider season 2. I thought it had 2 seasons. Yeah, it had 2 seasons. 2 seasons over there on Netflix. I didn't see it. My dad saw it. Did your dad like it? It ended a run with season 2. It ended with season 2. Yeah, that was it. I like Lara Croft. I used to play those video games back in the day, back on PlayStation. You guys were playing back on PlayStation, PS1. I actually loved them. She's like a copy of a copy. Yeah, she's just like a copy of a copy. Oh, is that what it was in the actual Netflix show? Because I do see there's side by sides of 2 Tomb Raiders. Yeah, animated series. 2 seasons of an animated series of Netflix. Man, no word. He fell asleep. Oh, no, fell asleep. So that's a good, vacuum your house movie, right? I like to say that. I'll vacuum my house with this. That's good for me. I don't need anything else. I'll just vacuum and do my thing and have it on the background. So that's what I'll do, guys. I love that so much. But, it's funny. It's funny, guys. More Lara Croft. More Tomb Raider. Are you guys excited? Phoebe Waller, she was in Indiana Jones. in the last Indiana Jones, supposed to be getting that mantle like passed on to her. Didn't go over too well. Background music. Yes, it's background music. It's vacuuming. You're vacuuming the house, you know, maybe doing a little light dusting. Maybe you're doing a little bit of mopping, maybe, if you will. Doing your bills, maybe, in the background. It's a good show to put on. Put it on, watch it. NCIS is a good one for that, too. CSI. There's some movies out recently, I will say, are good background movies, too. But I always tell you if it's a good background movie or if it's also a good on the edge of your seat movie. But more Lara Croft coming, guys. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you. More Lara Croft. Tomb Raider. I gotta bounce and go sell some gum, guys. So I gotta bounce out of here. But I appreciate you being here on Kickin with Kruse. Everybody, Killian, thanks for being here. Also, thank you for being here, John. Queen, thanks for following me too, finding me over here. Anybody else in the chat? King, if you're still there right now, thanks for being here, Kickin with Kruse. Emily, Bubbles, Maya, DW, Serrano, thank you for being here. B. Williams, thank you for being here on Kickin with Kruse, your one-stop shop for entertainment talk, guys. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30, 10, I think it's maybe 10 a.m., between 9:30 and 10 a.m. I try to be around the same time all the time. I try to say like that morning early show. I'm going to try to make Jonathan appear tomorrow because he didn't show up today. If I don't have Jonathan, I'll have somebody else here. We'll have a nice conversation. We'll have some more news for you. This is your one-stop shop for entertainment talk, live on TikTok, guys. Thanks for being here on Kruse Control, on Kickin with Kruse. Like, follow, share. Guys, thank you for the love today. We got 22,000 likes, guys. 22K. That's amazing. It's fantastic. What a great day, guys. Appreciate you as always. Have a great day. I'll be off the rest of the day, but I'll be live back tomorrow morning for King with Kruse again, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then on at nighttime, our nighttime show will be back again at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 2 shows tomorrow. Check them out then. Until then, thanks for being here, guys. You take care. Appreciate you as always. He's writing his book. Yeah. See you again soon. Thanks, Queen. Thanks for being here, Queen. Appreciate it. Cool show. Thanks, Queen. Have a good one. Appreciate you, Killian. Until Sprenda gets good and sit down and watch. Yeah. Check it all out, guys. Appreciate it. Until next time, guys. See ya.